Turning now to the latest in the Trump impeachment inquiry. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is pushing back against a congressional request to interview several diplomats as part of the probe.
This comes as CBS News confirms Pompeo listened in on the president's call with Ukraine's leader this summer when he tried to dig up dirt on rival Joe Biden. CBS 4's Nicole Killian has more details from the White House. Nicole.
Well, Ruta Bay and Elliott, the Secretary of State, is the latest official in the president's orbit to come under increasing scrutiny as lawmakers pressure him to turn over documents by the end of this week.
As Secretary of State Mike Pompeo kicked off a European tour in Rome, he fired off a strong rebuke back home to House Foreign Affairs Chairman Eliot Engel. After the committee planned to depose several diplomats in the impeachment inquiry, Pompeo responded in a letter calling the request an attempt to intimidate, bully, and treat improperly the distinguished professionals of the Department of State. House Democrats accused Pompeo of stonewalling. The spat comes a day after CBS News learned that the secretary was on the July phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. In Kiev, Zelensky told reporters President Trump did not explain why the U.S. withheld military aid to his country prior to the call, and he said he'd never met the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
President Trump continued his defense of the call on Twitter, reiterating that he did not pressure the Ukrainian president and calling the impeachment inquiry a Democrat hoax.
He also demanded to know more about the whistleblower, tweeting, "Why aren't we entitled to interview and learn everything about the whistleblower?"
Well, we're trying to find out about a whistleblower. When you have a whistleblower that reports things that were incorrect.
Some members of the administration are also still working on the Russia investigation. CBS News has learned that Attorney General William Barr has asked foreign countries to help the Justice Department's review of its origins.
Now, getting back to that whistleblower complaint, there are growing concerns about his or her safety. And tonight, a top Senate Republican, Chuck Grassley, is breaking with the president, saying that the whistleblower ought to be heard out and protected. Live tonight from the White House, Nicole Killian, CBS 4 News.
Nicole, thank you. President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, says he's still weighing whether to testify before the House Democrats in the probe.
I don't know if they let me use videotapes and tape recordings that I have.
The subpoena sent yesterday alleges he pressed the Ukrainian government to pursue two politically motivated investigations. One involves the 2016 campaign, and the other involves former Vice President Joe Biden, President Trump's chief political 2020 rival. In 2014, a Ukrainian gas company hired Biden's son to sit on its board. Ukraine's former top prosecutor says there is no evidence of wrongdoing by the Bidens. Giuliani has denied any wrongdoing. And look for much more on the impeachment inquiry tonight on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. That's at 6:30 after CBS 4 News at 6.